Hello everyone, it's me, Mr. Big T Anderson. This is Strife, and if you noticed, there's no intro or anything. I've actually had a bit of a time because the program that I'm using and the game don't seem to like to speak on equal terms. I've already had to restart it 3 times, and I will try actually to cut out all the little option jumps I have to do because it's a bit finicky when I'm recording.
Let's see how they like a splash of fire lager.
Click the button above your mini-map to view Caprice's abilities.
So, for those who don't know, you're going to see a lot of throws to League of Legends or to Warcraft, that kind of a game. What kind of gets me is that they actually have a little bit more character than some of the champs in League of Legends, but this is just the intro kind of mission, so...
Now select Fire Lager to learn the ability.
But you're going to see a lot of things in common, and I've played a fair amount of League of Legends. I haven't done so recently. I really need to get back into it.
Then left-click the ground to
But,
cast it.
I mean, it is what it is. If you don't know what League of Legends is,
Why is that
fair enough.
so much fun?
It's a game based like this. You're going to see a lot of the same formats. You're going to have 4 main skills based to the Q, W, E, and R keys. Eventually, there's going to be a shop where you can use the gold you get from beating the snot out of things to buy better equipment. And, let's see here. It's usually PvP, but you face off against people, different champions, different setups, and that's about, that's it. That's the whole thing. Now, Warcraft, which is something where League of Legends took a lot of inspiration from, works on a game style, but it had more personality to the characters. It was more of an RPG, kind of a StarCraft deal. It was a really interesting set of games. It was very unique. I say RPG, but it was a very story-based RTS, I guess, would be the best description of it. Which I don't really think story experience and RTS is in the same boat, but that's just me. Let's see here. What's over here? Alright. Nothing. Let me take a look around. So, I used to actually play, like I said before, I need to get back into League of Legends. I was actually on a ranked team. We weren't gold, but we were moving our way up through things. And I got kind of volun drafted for it. My roommate and a bunch of his friends needed someone for the 5th position. And it's like, oh, I play. I just dropped an anchor on myself. Oops. Sorry. Anyway. Free island, I can drop anchors wherever I feel like it. Anyway. In League of Legends, my first experience on a team was basically my old roommate and all his friends, and they got
Hearthstone's
together.
bridge is ruined.
Stranger, which was destroyed months ago by river bandits. However, I may be able to help you cross it for a small price.
Generous of you. Sorry, I have no gold.
All buried, eh? Consider it your lucky day. One of the river bandits just ran off. with
Anyway,
half.
trying to listen to the story for a moment.
Get it
But
back for me.
kill bandit, get gold back, get a cross bridge. Moving on. Anyway, one of my first team experiences, I had just learned really about 2 characters. I played Tarek, and horribly, I might add, and I played Corky. Now, this was a few years ago. They needed someone to play mid,
Catch me.
which, nowadays you get a bunch of websites and a lot of information and a moment, you could look up and see how things go. Some of those were around back then, but I didn't know of it because I was, green as grass. But my introduction to mid was, we're going to put you here. Help is going to be on both sides of the map. You are on your own. Good luck. Yeah, thanks, guys. And a lot of... Yes. Grass does hide. Anyway, a lot of teams that we played against thought Corky at mid was just a dumb decision. And then we found out a couple things. I was a very defensive player normally. I did not die a whole lot. I think one of my worst matches, I died 10 times, but I had about 12 kills. And we won that match. I mean, it's not unheard of where me to get into a random game and I may die a couple times in one, and sometimes I won't die at all. And I know that probably is a problem, but yeah, I mean, I haven't played in a while. I'll probably be a little bit more aggressive now. But for me, I mean, the only problem I had back then at mid, Annie was just, I had her number every time.
I must say
Oh, I'm going to summon Tibbers. I'm going to try and stun you. Nope, Tibbers, die. Because I haven't played it recently, but up until I played last time was, I think I played a game a few months ago. The one thing that made Corky so just kind of a bit of a pain was with everyone else, you have to wait for one ability to go off and then use another. Corky doesn't. You could use multiple abilities at a time.
Now use those boots.
Pardon me, got a little bit of the sniffly there.
I think I should use it to scout the area ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I had a bit of an issue. It didn't want to load, and the option screen I decided to cut that whole thing. Sorry. Oh God, I can't listen to both of you. Please stop. Okay. Yes, tower, die. That's good. Gotcha. Bye. Anyway, yeah, but Corky has a lot of damage potential, and there's two kinds of main damage for those who don't know, AD and AP, and his abilities are kind of mixed, so you get a little bit from both sides, which makes him really dangerous to, I found out, go against. You really have to just hit him hard and fast. That's usually, I think my biggest problem was Katarina.
Not worry about names.
And the only reason there was one Katarina I played against, and she had my number. Like I mean, every shot, I think they either may have played Corky or they were just very comfortable at that position because I was still learning it. But yeah, that was really the only matchup against a champion. I remember that I just got stomped. I think that was one where I died 10 times. But what was it? Back then, Shen was played sometimes at mid. Rise was played at mid. And it was funny as you know, for me, because I have no idea what's going on. But, I'll have my captain go, well, how do you know that they weren't defending against AD? I use AD and AP. As soon as I found out, it's like, I got both of them, so I'm just going to use them. Okay, that's just...
Got company.
Now, just to kind of put it in perspective, a lot of people who play League of Legends will know this. I played majority when Corky's missile barrage, there wasn't a 2-second delay between each shot. So I just would stockpile and boom, 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 boom. I can still do that to some degree now. I've just learned how to stagger my abilities a little bit more to kind of go one into another, into another, into another.
Mind that tower now.
Tower dive. So, yeah. I'll have to get back. There were a couple champions I keep a look at. It's like, oh, that's interesting. I'll have to really try him. But when I get a little bit of money, a little bit more disposable income. I mean, right now I do free-to-play games and browser games. And I'm happy with it. I mean, you find stuff like this, but with League of Legends, I would like to be a little bit more competitive if the time goes around, just to kind of not to be like a platinum player or go for top of the heap, but just to kind of be more serious about it. Also, I mean, one of the reasons and this is one of the reasons why those games are so popular, there's so many champions. There's so many characters people can really get connected to. And one thing is, my family have a great history in the Air Force. We're also, the men in our family, have a very long history of being usually adrenaline junkies, or being somewhat strange, or being old and grizzled, or just, you know, quirky. Just being quirky. So, I mean, that's why I played Corky, and I still will play him sometimes. Yep. Tower's down.
See ya.
Toodaloo.
The Caprice?
Yep. I am the Caprice. Not to be confused with a tan pair of slacks. Yes, I made a fashion joke. Please kill me. Anyway.
See, you've earned some gold. Anything else you'd like to buy?
Can I have a pokey stick? Yep, that'll work. But yeah, I think, what was it? My build, the last thing I would go for would be Trinity Force. But I would go for Bloodthirster. I think there was a set of boots that gave me a little bit more defense, and I would try to get that. And I would just try to make him a little bit more health regenerative.
Here feels
Just to, you know, make him a little bit harder to kill.
close.
And usually, I mean,
Is I
it
finally
had some
found-
weak points, but I'll have to get back and see how it works.
Born of the wolf's cry, forged in the eagle's eye. You seek passage through doorways enchanted. If me you best, it shall be granted.
But you can't sing with all the colors of the wind. Oh, he's mad. Oh, okay, well. Ow.
By moving out of Volunteers.
Yeah, thanks. Really? Okay. Okay, that's... Here, have an anchor. I don't think you like... There we go. Anyway, I'm going to leave the link down below. If you like League of Legends, you'll probably like this. It works a lot better visually without recording equipment, by the way. So
suppose this is
give
it.
it a crack. Let me know what you
Strike
think.
sail and let her wail.
You guys have a good one. Ta-ta. Ta-ta.